Hi, so today we are going to discuss the use of F9. That's the button in your keyboard, F9, the RAND between, and the if statements in MS Excel. But before we have our practical demonstration, let's just have some definitions. So F9, basically, if you press F9, it updates the fields. And connected to the F9, we have to make use of the RANDBETWEEN function. And this is random between, it means random between. And this function you will use to give us a random choices every time we press F9. And finally, this is what we call if statements. These are, if we have if statements, we all know it's a Boolean statement for true or false. And this will be our format for our if statements. So equal sign if, condition, what to do if true, comma, what to do if false. In the condition, it also includes the cell reference, then your condition statement. So let's move on to the paper that I have given. So in here, I have here, this is a spreadsheet about to decide if Kiki loves Drake. So this is just some sort of an example using the F9 and the RANDBETWEEN statements. So here, if I press F9, I will be given a number in the B3 cell, and then in B4, I will be given an option of being answered either by a no or by a yes, with my question that says if Kiki does love Drake, or Kiki, do you love me? Now, let me just have a look here. So this will be our condition. If X, so X would be the cell number. If X is less than 50, output would be yes. And if X is equals to 50, output will be no. All right, so let's move on to the practical side in constructing this file. Hi, so we are now on the practical. I've opened an MS Excel file. Of course, you have to type first the text that you need to type. And then let's move on to the construction of the function. So let's start here. Cell reference will be B4. This is where my RANDBETWEEN numbers shows. So in order for me to do that, I go to the cell reference B4, highlight it, and then I drag my mouse and click all the way to the FX or function bar, and then I would start with equal sign and then type RANDBETWEEN, and then I would be choosing my bottom number, which will start with 0, and my top number would be 100, so it will not be too high. Then click enter. All right, so automatically you could see that there is a random number that you could see there, that's 47. And if I highlight it and click F9, it will eventually give me several random numbers from 0 to 100. Now, let's move on to our cell reference that would have our if statements. So in our if statement, the cell reference will be B6. Here, I highlight it again, and then I go all the way to FX, and then put equal sign again because it's a function. So I would start with if, and then my condition. Cell reference would be B4 because that will be the cell reference for the random number that will be shown. So that will be B4. Notice that it is highlighted once I press B4. And then I will have, let's start with less than 50, and then comma. And then if it's less than 50, I want the word no to be displayed. So oops, I will have to press double quote for that and then comma. And then for the next, if the number is higher than 50, it will be displaying the number, the name or the word yes. So that will be double quote and then type yes, close with double quote and then close and then enter. All right, so automatically you could see that since the random number here becomes 95, Kiki loves me. So the answer is yes. So let's try this. So I'll press B4 and then I'll press F9. 63 still higher than 50. 46 lower than 50, and the answer is no. All right, so with that, I hope this explanation has helped you to better understand how to use RAND between, if statement, and F9.